Hello YouTube, it is I, the mega famous DJ Winza, and as you can tell from what I have on my screen here, I have the hero creator. I'm not affiliated with any of the people who brought it up, or who created it, or who originally created it. That was Kyle Sherman. He created a program on a website called Powerhouse, which is fine for Champions Online. This group created the hero creator. They are, I think, Asika. Well, I'm not affiliated with them. So guys, if you're seeing this video, please put in a comment the phonetic pronunciation of your group. But anyway, this is a very handy tool. This is the sort of tool that I used way back in the days of City of Heroes, and it's also a tool that that has existed but hadn't been updated for a while for Champions, and they've brought it up. Their last update was December 11th, 2017, and as of recording, if you can see down in the lower corner of this screen, it's the 24th of February. It's been a while, but they are updated enough to have the Dragon Spirit archetype. But it doesn't have an icon yet, because when this was added, it hadn't been, the icon hadn't been finalized. And apparently they didn't put in the icicle? Well, not important. The icicle's fun, but it doesn't need it as long as it's still labeled with something. This is useful both for archetypes as well as freeforms. You'd think archetypes, well, you don't really have to plan for those. You're an idiot. No, you do have to plan for archetypes as well. Not as much as a freeform, but you do have to pick and choose for archetypes. I'll just bring this in as an example. The Hex Slinger has, at level 8, the choice between Star Barrage and Skarn's Bane. Both are used very differently for different means. They also have the choice of Circle of Arcane Power, where they plop down a circle to get, like, basically infinite energy as long as they're standing there, or Conjuring, which gives them a somewhat steady supply every time they debuff or buff themselves. Debuff enemies or buff themselves. Hex of Suffering or Warlock's Blades, you can either have a heavy damage dot or summon a pet. Or with Imbue, have something that enchants the enemies so that anyone who's attacking them gets a little heal. Or, you know, hit it on your allies to give them a healing bonus for direct heals from other people. Or Resurgence, which just gives you a rush of health. And then, of course, the choices between Planar Fracture and Sigils of Destruction. Honestly, you're fine with either one of those. It really depends. But the crux of the matter is, you do have to plan things out, because what if your build works better with Skarn's Bane over Star Barrage? What if it works better with Conjuring over Circle of Arcane Power? What if you don't want to use swords and you'd rather just keep on flinging spells left and right and have that be your whole thing? That's why the builds exist. That's why they have these set up. So, you know, it's not... Archetypes are not as cut and dry. The only problem I have with it is there's no clear all button other than refresh. But that's fine. But, you know, you can use this to build up a freeform archetype. You can use this to set up your archetype. It's a very handy tool, and I can't recommend it enough. If you follow my channel for Champions Online content, this is definitely something you'll want to do, because, you know, I'm going to try to turn it into a little card that you can click up here. And there's definitely going to be links to both this version here, which I don't know if the creators will see this or not. And if they do, please put a phonetic pronunciation for your group in the comments section. I would really appreciate that, because I haven't wanted to say, I think it's Asica, phonetic, please, down there in the comments. And they took over the reins from Kyle Sherman, who I mentioned earlier, who I think I mentioned earlier. I don't know, I've rehearsed this twice to cut down on time. But anyway, he originally created the Powerhouse, which was similar with a blue background. Also going to link that in the description as well. It's not going to get a handy-dandy card, because it hasn't been updated in literal years. So you're going to have to look in the description for that. Anyway, if you think this is useful, please, by all means, let me know down below. Tell me if you've built any characters with it. You won't be able to put a link to your build, unfortunately. But if you guys want me to use this to put builds that I'm already using on some of my characters, let me know in the comments section down below, because I can put links. And I've set it so that no one else can. Because, you know, I don't want people spoofing me and being like, oh, hey, click this and get free random crap that's actually going to be a virus that's going to eat your computer or phone alive. No. Anyway, thank you for watching. And remember, heroes and champions alike, that I love you all. But I'm going to need you guys to get the fuck out of my house.